Good evening, team. Happy Wednesday. I want to start by saying, for those that have been following the Let's Go, Let's Grow training, I want to apologize. Last night, we had our training an hour and a half earlier because of our guest speaker schedule. And we had some technical difficulties on sharing the responsibilities for like who the host was and all the things. And so I recorded the training call, and for some reason it did not save to my computer. So I do want to do a recap because the training was so good. So we had a guest speaker, Josh Webster. He is a director with Sensi. And so I'm going to do a recap, and I'm going to post it just like as if it was the video for those of you that are following the training. So Josh has been with Sensi. It's going to be, he's coming up on his third Sentiversary at the end of November. He is already a director. He shared with us last night that he has a group of over 300 and a team of over 100, which is amazing to hear. He's earned annual mentor twice. And if you guys don't know what annual mentor is when you personally sponsor 14 new team members and help them get to certified within the Sensi calendar year. So that is amazing. He has earned the incentive trips. He actually earned top 50. He's going to Bora Bora in December. So lots of things for him that to share with us about sponsoring and onboarding new team members. And I'm going to recap some of the stuff that he said. So unfortunately, it's not going to be like a full-on training, but I'm going to recap some of the stories that I remember and some of the tips that he shared, because he obviously shared a lot of gold nuggets, and I feel horrible that we were not able to capture the training. For some reason, did not save properly. So first thing first, he shared that we should be sharing our Sensi journey with at all times on our stories, timeline. He made a very good, valid point about the fact that if we only share in our VIP group, that is the only audience that we have. And so if your VIP group only has, let's just say 25 people, you're only going to be selling to those 25 people. He's like, you need to get out of your comfort zone and get out to be posting stuff on your social media. Be posting stuff on your stories, be posting stuff on your timeline. And I know that sometimes we want to keep our timeline personal. We want to keep our timeline about, our families and stuff like that. But part of you is your Sensi business. And so you have to be able to share that, because that is how other people will see it. And that is how you're going to attract new customers, new team members, and stuff like that. He also mentioned about parties, how important it is to party. And y'all, I say it all the time. I can't get parties. I know, I hear it, I say it, but parties is where it's at, because we get to meet new people that way. Our host is literally practicing what it is to be a consultant when they're hosting a party, right? So we can offer them the opportunity of becoming a consultant and keeping that party for themselves. We can go ahead and offer them to flip that party to them, right? And have them that be their launch party. He also shared about not closing out parties without flipping it. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. But parties, if you're not getting parties, I feel like sometimes in our journey, we get into this mindset of, I just don't party, I just can't get any parties, so we stop asking. And that is the key. We have to keep asking. We have to keep offering that, because you just never know when something might click on someone. Maybe they saw someone have a party and they're like, oh my gosh, now I want to do a party, but I don't know if she still does parties because I haven't heard her post about it in a long time, or him. So we have to ask. We have to continue to follow up with our customers and let them know that they can earn that for half and free, that they can flip this order for commission, right? So he also talked about going through your Sensi club or your customers that purchase a lot and letting them know that they could have made XYZ amount of money based on their orders alone. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do have some customers that literally purchase every single month, which is a great conversation to have, because Scentsy offers you an account as long as you can have a $200 order within 1 year in 1 month. So 12 months, 1 out of those 12 months, you have to be active. That is like unheard of. Okay. So if you have customers that are buying $200 a year or $200 every catalog, that is a great opportunity for them to join to purchase for themselves, for them to get the discount, for them to be able to enjoy the benefit of getting that cash back, right? However we want to go ahead and explain it to them, because everything speaks differently to people. So parties, flipping that host, okay? Showcasing Scentsy. I posted yesterday, and this had nothing to do with his training, but I posted yesterday that if you're not talking about your business is closed. If your mouth is not open talking about Scentsy, your business is closed. So we need to be able to share in your stories, share pictures, share yourself changing out the wax, change yourself cleaning the kitchen with the counter cleans, share yourself spraying everything down with Scentsy Fresh. Be visual with your things and showing how easy it is to use our own products on a day-to-day basis, because that will hook your customers to purchasing, right? And then when they are purchasing, you can offer them the opportunity to be able to get cash back on their purchases, okay? He also talked about the importance of having a little bit of everything in your business, in your team. And let me explain this to you. Everyone joins for a different reason. Someone might join to get the discount. Someone might join because they want the kit. Someone might join because they want to make some extra money, to make a lot of money, to quit their job, etc., right? We need a little bit of everything on our team, because it just makes the boat float, right? It all comes around. But he made a very valid point last night about not counting anyone out. And this is for everyone that's out there wanting to recruit, everyone that's a leader. Sometimes we might get discouraged because we recruit someone and they do absolutely nothing. Or they join and they're only doing like very little. You're like thinking, man, like they used to buy from me every single month, and now like they don't buy every single month. Like they buy like every 4 or 5 months, right? But he shared a story with us about somebody on his team. She joined and she wasn't really doing much. She used to be a very, very good customer. She wasn't doing very much as a consultant. And then they announced the trip, not Greece, the one for last year, the last incentive. And y'all, she hit the ground running. She was his first frontline director. He even said, her team does better than mine. Like something just clicked. She wanted that trip. And so she worked for it, because she was like, hold on, I have this this vessel that can get me to earning that trip, right? And so she hit the ground running, and she recruited, she sold, she hit director, and he even said she's probably going to promote to star director this fall. I can just see it. And he even said, I want my team to do better than I have done. Now, if he would have counted her out, right? Because, oh, she's not doing much, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Who knows what would have happened, right? I always hear this, and it's so true. You don't know who is going to change your business. It takes one person. One person that comes into your business, that you sponsor, that you help launch their business, that you help them get started, that changes your business. I can tell you guys that there has been many ones in my journey that have come along and have changed my business. You guys all know my story. I was a lead consultant for like 6 years. 6 years. And then I met one team member at an event. I didn't even know she was interested in joining. And she went that night and she joined. And that created a fire in me. It created a fire in her. She started recruiting. I started recruiting a couple more people, and I hit star that fall. Okay. I kept recruiting. Then another consultant came along, and y'all, she was hard to get. Like, I kept telling her, you need to join. Like, you're buying so much sense, you need to join. She was my first director. One consultant can change your business. So don't stop asking. Don't count people out. Every time that you do a party, every time that you do an order, that you do a shopping link, offer them the opportunity to join. You just never know who might be thinking about it, but they might not be sure enough of themselves. They might not be, they might not know exactly what it takes, because not everybody knows what it means to be a Scentsy consultant, or like, what do they have to do to join? So ask, right? He talked about not closing parties out without flipping. So I mentioned that a little bit earlier. So what he does is he has parties get to 500, and then he'll turn that party off on his PWS, and he'll open up another one. And as soon as someone is wanting to join, that they are ready to hit the ground running, or they need some extra funds in their lives or stuff like that, he'll offer them a host kit. Okay, he'll offer them one of those kits that he has for free. And mind you, Josh shared with us yesterday that he has very high PRV. He doesn't do anything less than about $6,000 a month, which I was like blown away, because I don't think I've ever hit more than like 2,500. And so to see someone that not only is recruiting like crazy, but also has high PRV, goes to show you that when you have your business open, when you're talking to people, you can do great things. And being 100% transparent, I had to turn my camera off at that moment, and I literally was like in tears, feeling a little sorry for myself, right? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm listening to him talk, and I'm like, I want to do that. Why can I not do that, right? But am I looking for the opportunities that he is looking for constantly? Am I looking to talk to people constantly about the opportunity? Am I finding opportunities to bring up Scentsy when I meet new people, etc., right? So being 100% transparent, I did feel bad yesterday when I was listening to him train, not because of anything that he said that hurt me, but I was like trying to figure out in my head, like, what am I doing wrong, right? And I turned it around and I said, what can I learn from him that I can change in my business, right? Because that's what we need to do, is what can I learn from this person that's doing what I want to achieve, right? He says that you always have to have that mindset of looking for the opportunity, right? You have to listen to people's conversations, listen to them when they're talking to you. Are they talking about needing extra income, about wanting more time, about wanting to be able to buy Scentsy but they can't afford it, right? Like, we even touched base on how hard the economy is right now. The economy is hard. We all know that, right? Like, everything's going up. Gas is ridiculous sometimes. Groceries is ridiculous. Like, rents have gone up. Everyone could use some extra money, right? What could Christmas look like for a family if they can make a couple extra $100 from now until then, right? Could they provide a Christmas without getting into debt because they're not putting it on credit cards, right? Could they go on a vacation that they've been wanting to go to because they can actually take that funds and not have to pay bills, right? How can we bless people? We cannot have the mentality of, I want to recruit only when there's an incentive. Scentsy is a blessing, and we need to share it as what it is, right? It has helped us in different ways. And so we need to share that with others. We need to share the opportunity that Scentsy can bring them, even if it is just saving on their orders, just getting paid back on what they're purchasing. Because even if they're joining Scentsy for that, if they can save $50, $100 a year on their own purchases, what could they put that towards, right? So looking for those Scentsy Club high PRV customers, right? Flipping those hosts, having those host exclusive kits. Now, if you're new and you don't know what a host exclusive kit, so let me explain to you. At every 200 PRV of a party, we unlock a host exclusive kit. This kit is meant, because we are a party-based company, to get the host to join by using her free credit that she has earned towards a $59 kit. So this kit is $59. If they use their host credit, they pay $39 or less, or they can use rewards and then just pay the $59 to join. So when the party gets to 500, right, and we hit that like jump in free credit, it can become a zero out-of-pocket cost kit. So a lot of people can join Scentsy for zero out-of-pocket if they have a $500 party or more. But as consultants, we can host parties as often as we want. I have a party open every single month on my PWS. So when we do that, right, we can go ahead and offer that kit to someone because we can't take it for ourselves, right? We're already a consultant. So I'll share a story. Personal. This is not a Josh story. This is a personal story. I had a friend who I've known through Girl Scouts. I welcomed her the other day. So my friend and teammate, Katie, she and I have been getting to know each other over the years as we do Girl Scouts together. Her daughter's in my troop. And I asked her to join this summer with the $20 special because she has 3 kids. She works hard. She likes going to Disney, like all the things, right? And the economy is hard. So I'm like, hey, like we have this $20 join special. I know you're working 2 jobs, but maybe I thought you could do this and get some extra income. And she's like, you know what, right now, like, I don't think so. Like I kind of talked it over with my mom and like, I have so much going on. And I said, okay, that's fine. No worries. I don't think she's even purchased from me before. She did take some stuff to work one time, but I don't think she's ever purchased from me from me. So a couple weeks ago, she was in a car accident unexpectedly. Okay. In that car accident, her car was totaled and she broke her arm in 4 places and had to have immediate surgery to be able to put plates and screws into her arm. Now, mind you, she has 3 kids. 2 of them are infants. They're like 3 and under. And she has her daughter that's in my troop. So she was told she can't work for 6 weeks. Y'all, I had a free kit. I had a party that I had open that I was saving my rewards to get stuff from the Harvest brochure. Okay. But I saw the need for her to do something in the meantime because I'm like, 6 weeks is a long time to go without a paycheck, right? And Christmas is around the corner. We have all these things. So I offered her a free kit or a zero out-of-pocket kit. And she accepted and she's launched her business and she's sharing, she's doing all the things that she needs to be doing to be able to work her business. But it is those things that we are saying, like, be on the lookout for. Look for the need because we have something that we can offer. And the worst thing that people can say is no. But a no is not a no forever. A no is a no for right now. Something could change in their lives a week, a month, a year from now where they might need Scentsy. Okay. Josh also pointed out to use the little bubble on your stories. He says that he changes that on the daily and he gets a lot of interaction from that. People will ask him questions. People will ask him, what is the $40 join special, et cetera, et cetera. And so it is a great opportunity to be able to use the tools that we have on social media to be able to get that message out there because the algorithm, crazy, right? Doesn't always help us to be seen. He also shared that when he's offering that host exclusive kit, he kind of asks his potential team members, what do they want out of this business. So he asks them if they're gonna get the discount, if they want to do it part-time, or if they want to go all in. And he was very honest with us. He told us that if they're not gonna go all in, like if they just want like the discount, he will offer to do their launch party and they can earn that kit. But if they're like, I want to go all in, but I don't have the $99, then he'll offer them one of the kits that he has available. Because he says that with his high PRV, he always has parties like, you know, just waiting for him to close it out with that free kit. So that's something that you can do. Something that you can offer is like, hey, I will do your launch party so that you can earn this kit, right? And then have them invite their family and friends, do their launch party, and get them that kit for the host exclusive kit with their rewards. Now, we did ask him about onboarding. So he did say that he uses Project Broadcast and he was going to share his Project Broadcast link with us. So as soon as I get that, I will share that with you guys. But he says that he has a campaign that goes out to his new team members where they get a message about every 2 to 3 days for the first 70 days, which as we know, that is Sensational Start. So he goes through kind of the things that are in that timeline, right? Like how to set up a party, all that kind of things, but he has it set up kind of automated because we're all working, we're all busy, but we need to help our team members get onboarded. So, he did talk about that. He did talk about how he does do their launch party when they do join, so that way they can feel comfortable, they can learn, they can use it as an opportunity to ask questions, all the things, and see how it can be done. So it's a great opportunity for our team members to see us in action, but also to be able to see how they can make it personable to them, things that they can take, things that they can tweak, and make their parties successful. So honestly, that is a lot of the things that I remember from Josh's training. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I might have missed. Talked about parties, events. So how does he promote joining at events? So at events, he says that he usually has like a sign that has join today and get a free warmer. And so he'll let people know that when they join, they get a free warmer in their kit. Now, we might be thinking, but they paid $99. They do, but technically they're paying $99 to join Scentsy. We know that kit is valued at like $300 and something. So they're getting so much more in their kit. And so he lets them know that they're basically getting like the free warmer and all that kind of stuff. One thing that I used to do at events is I used to put on the corner something that resembled the kit, especially with the host exclusive kit. And I would put like a little saying that says, ask me how you can get all of this for free. And so that would be a talking point with people to, when they say like, how can I get all this for free? I would be like, oh, like if you host a party, we can get that for you for free. When you join, you can get, all of this for zero out-of-pocket costs with a $500 party. So it is a very valid talking point. He did say that he does friend request everybody that joins a party. So like if he's having a party for Susie Q and she invites her 10 friends or her 15 friends, whatever amount she invites, he does connect with all of them and he does friend request them. And that is how he's gotten to know many, many people throughout the almost 3 years that he's been with Scentsy, and has been able to not only get more parties, but also get more team members, because he has literally have them come into his life of Scentsy. So that is one thing that we were kind of like, wow, like I didn't really do that. I didn't really think about that, because we might think, oh, I didn't make a connection with them in the party, like they're not interested. But maybe they're not interested right now. Maybe right now they can't afford to buy a Scentsy, but maybe 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, they can. So he did say that. And so for the homework that he gave us, which was very challenging, I kind of was like, whew, but I was talking about it with Ashton today, and it was like, we were talking about like, it's challenging, but it also helps us to get into the habit. So the homework was to have 27 conversations by the end of this month. Join conversations by the end of this month. So 1 per day. But again, it sounds scary. You're like, mind blown. I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, because you can find the opportunities to bring up Scentsy. If you're following up with a customer, how much Scentsy have they bought from you? Could you maybe throw in there like, hey, thank you so much for your order. Like, I love taking all your money, but like, have you ever thought about doing what I do to get paid back on your purchases? Boom, you just planted the seed there. You opened up that line of communication. They might say yes, they might say no, they might have questions. It's as simple as that. You don't have to scroll your timeline saying like, who can I talk to? Who can I talk to? Who can I talk to? No, just add it into the conversations that you're already having. So I do apologize again for not being able to record or to save the recording of the original video. So I might have missed a couple of things that Josh might have said, but I'm so thankful that he was able to come and share with us yesterday. And I know that while sometimes our schedule doesn't allow it, that's why it's kind of important to be there live so we don't miss it. But I do appreciate those of you that have been watching the replays, that have been doing the homework along the way, because I know that as we do things, even if you just take one thing that you take from the Let's Go, Let's Grow can change your business. Maybe you don't finish the whole thing. Maybe you don't graduate. Maybe you haven't watched every single week, but one thing that you take can change your business. I was in a training the other day, and the lady is for this company called Results, and she was talking about how sometimes people will do something all the way through. They'll see it all the way through, but it never changes their life. So she used this example, and it made me think of this training specifically. She said, you have two people that go to a mindset group for like quit smoking. One lady walks in, goes to the first meeting, walks out, never comes back. One gentleman or lady, I don't remember how she specified it, walks in, does the whole course, graduates. She never picks up a cigarette again, and he keeps smoking. Who got the better result? Right? Sometimes we see people that are like constantly showing up for their business. Or maybe it's us, right? Maybe you're like, I watch trainings all the time. I show up for all the calls. But are you putting it into practice? Are you putting at least one thing into practice? Are you taking one thing and using it for your business? So, if you're watching the Let's Go, Let's Grow series and you take one thing away from it and it changes your business, you've won. It doesn't matter if you've watched all the videos, if you did all the homework, if you do one thing and it changes your business for the better, you've won. Because that is what we're here for. We are here to grow. We're not here to just amplify everything and just, oh my gosh, I got all the things, I'm going to do all the things. One thing at a time. One thing at a time will get us there. So, with that being said, you guys have the homework for the next few weeks because he gave us to the end of the month. But I would love to hear how your conversations are coming, how you're getting creative, how you are talking to people, how maybe you're throwing that in there in your follow-ups or anything like that, and learn from each other. And so with that, I will leave you guys. Love you guys. And I will see you guys next week for our last leg of success, and which is going to be coaching and mentoring. And then, I can't wait. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.